take that risk. Most people spend their whole lives avoiding risk, and because they avoid risk, they don't accomplish as much as they want to in their life. And this is going to be a very personal video, and I'm going to explain a lot of viewpoints that many of you guys probably have deep down inside. But in reality, you just can't really show that because not only because of you, but because of everyone around you and the way they act about you actually speaking about your dreams. So take that risk. And I am literally saying that not only because you only live life once, but right now is basically the biggest opportunity you're ever going to have. And why am I saying that? Every 10 years, I mention this all the time, there's basically one new opportunity every 10 years that could change your life and then your next few generations' lives. This is very important to me. Why should you take that risk? Why should you take that risk and not work that job you've been working your whole life? Why should you take that risk and avoid the educational route? Let's go right now. So number one, the most important thing in your life is you and your health. So you need to take care of yourself. You need to eat good. You need to do as much as you can to look as good as possible and take care of your health. Go outside, eat healthy, try to avoid processed foods. I don't talk about health much in this video, but the way you act is honestly partly from what you eat and what you're putting in your body. So you need to be very aware of what you're putting in your body. So again, health is the number one most important thing you need to know and you need to have, right? Number two is family. If you have a good family and you're born with people you love, you need to take care of them. And why go the same route that everyone else goes and try to get that job, make 50K a year or 100K a year, when in reality, you could easily make that right now. For example, I'm 19 years old. I have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars for real estate investors, and I'm basically in the real estate niche. And now I'm starting a marketing agency for realtors and real estate agents who need help promoting themselves and their brand through paid advertising. That's what I'm niching in next. And I am taking a big risk from going in the position I'm in right now to that position. And why am I doing that? Because I see this going to the next level. I see this business scaling. I have a dream. I know what I can accomplish. I know what I can do. And it's going to be hard, but you have to have that passion and drive. And then I'm not only doing this for myself, but I'm doing this for the people I love. And as a male, I feel like I was born on this earth to, do the best I can, be the best person I can possibly be, care for everyone around me, live, take care of myself, but I want to live life and enjoy my life. I don't want to be told what to do all day, and I don't want to have to deal with having people get mad at me, and I have to deal with having my boss get mad at me for me showing up late to work or doing something that they didn't want me to do. I don't want to have to deal with that. And because of that, that's why I'm an entrepreneur. I want to have control of my destiny. So we'll get to this right now. Number one, most important thing you need to have in your life is health. Number two is family. What's number three? Money. And you can argue with me all you want, and this is my opinion, but I truly believe it. Money is so important. Money equals freedom. Without money, you have no freedom. Everyone's like, oh, I want to live free. I want to travel the world, and I want to do all this stuff. I want to go drive this car. I want to buy this car. Well, if you do the thing that everyone else is doing, you really think that you're going to get that Lamborghini? You think you're going to get that Ferrari? You think you're going to get that mansion, graduating college and getting that accounting job? No, you're not. You're not. Look, you can live a very successful life. I know many successful people who are accountants. No hate to accountants, by the way. I use plenty of them, right? But there are so many people like that who are really hard workers, but they're going to get replaced. They're going to get replaced one day, and we need accountants. But I'm telling you, because I use AI for all my businesses now, and I use AI to automate basically everything I do on a day-to-day basis. And realistically, it's going to take over that. And it's going to take over a ton of other jobs. So accountants are extremely smart, and they're using all this skill to graduate college, to do everything they're doing to get that job. And not only are they in severe debt, but they're not making that much money. And honestly, it's tough because most of these people don't understand there are other ways to make money besides the thing they're doing. You don't have to work a salary job the rest of your life to make a living. That's not the only way. That's 100% not the only way. So, right, this video is about taking risks. You have to take that risk. And honestly, the way I look at it is the more risk you take, the more success you can have. Look, if you fail from taking risk, not only do you learn, but you're going to get better. I have failed countless and countless times. I have failed over and over again. I have tried doing this. I've tried doing that. I have tried making one business and the other, then the other, then the other. And I didn't know what it could take to actually run a successful business. But from those failures, I learned what it actually takes to run a successful company. I understand the communication aspect of it. I understand how to run a team. I understand all these things I didn't know before because I didn't have experience before like I do now. So take that risk. It's really tough, and I'm really hoping I can get this embedded in y'all because it's so important. Right now, we're in the best opportunity we've ever had. And if you don't take action now, realistically, the market's going to change. The job market's going to change. I'm telling you, even applying an online job that'll make you $10, $15 an hour is extremely hard to get. Not only is the Federal Reserve printing more money, but now crypto's going up too. So it should tell you guys, do you guys remember 3, 4 years ago, or actually 5, 10 years ago even, when all these people who are CEOs of Morgan Stanley and all these big companies are like, hey, don't buy crypto, Bitcoin's a scam. I wonder what they're saying now. I wonder if those people that said Bitcoin was a scam in 2015 bought Bitcoin. It's pretty curious. You guys should think about that. I'm almost guarantee you they did. They wanted everyone to not buy it so they can keep buying it at that lower price, right? It's pretty obvious to me. I think there's a lot of corruption in the role. Absolutely. And that's one thing that I notice. Like people will be like, hey, don't do this, don't do that. And then they say don't buy Bitcoin, but they're the ones buying the Bitcoin. They want to buy it all for themselves. If you look at statistics, like the government, all these big powerful people, all these big hedge funds are buying into it. And not now, too. They're buying into it 5, 10 years ago. So that's why I'm telling you guys got to get into AI, because once the government takes control of everything and once there's more control, basically another 10 years goes by and you're like, gosh, I missed this golden opportunity to change my life. So playing it safe is the most risky thing you can do. Remember that. Playing it safe is the most risky thing you can do, and taking risk is the least risky thing you can do. Because if you're taking risk, like I just said a second ago, you're gonna fail. Sure, maybe you won't, maybe you will, but you're going to learn, and you're gonna learn those valuable skills that not taking risk will get you, right? So think about this. You're shooting a bow and arrow versus someone not shooting a bow and arrow. That person who shoots a bow and arrow when they first start, sure, they're gonna miss the targets, but their aim is gonna dial in as they go. It's pretty obvious, right? What about the person that just has their bow and arrow just kind of, they're aiming it. They don't want to shoot it because they don't want to take that risk, but they just have it aimed right there. What do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're going to have success? Probably not, because they're scared to take that leap of faith. So that's a pretty quick message. And again, I hope you guys do take something out of it. But seriously, like I see people all the time who always tell me like, hey, Colin, I don't know what I want to do yet. Help me out, help me out. Fuck that. You don't need my help. Do it yourself. I'm making a business right now for realtors from scratch. I used AI workflows. I have used various tools I have never used in my life. I've watched basically a few videos and I learned it myself. These skills to make a business, you don't need that much help. Sure, you need a course. And I know for a fact, if I ever launch a course, I have tons of value to bring. I absolutely do. But in reality, if you don't have any help and you have no money, you can really do it yourself. You have free content on YouTube like this that can give you the basic knowledge you need to get started. And then from there, it's basically execution and having sales skills. So again, take something out of this, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.